Love it. I mean, everywhere I've worked, even going back to high school, they're big games, man. They're bragging rights games with the fan bases. There's recruiting behind them. You know, the head-to-heads that you have with schools. And this rivalry similar to when I was at Southern Cal with UCLA. You know, when you're in the same driving vicinity of your rival, it's even more unique because you run into the fans, alumni, players, even sometimes even their coaches uh, at the grocery store. Just a regular day life, and so there's a lot more bumping into people with this rivalry as there was with USC's. You know, when I was at Wisconsin, the Minnesota rivalry, you didn't really run into their people a whole lot. At Kansas with Missouri, you did. You know, you ran into people all the time, and so they're not just a game that, hey, next year we'll beat them. It's a game that gets talked about and you hear about, you know, for the next 365 days sometimes if you're out in public. And I know the meaning of this one for our fan base. I've said this before, you know, in my opening press conference when people were leaving it, there were several people that came up and, Coach, we're glad you're here and hope you beat Carolina. I mean, that was the one thing that was repetitive from donors and fans my first day on the job. And then, you know, during the same week, the athletic director at that time was Debbie. She told me to make sure I never wear those colors, you know. And so I knew, you know, in 1 week's time just what this meant to the school and to the fans. And then obviously over the years of playing each other, it gets to another level.